And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll roll him out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Mahomes will throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 15.
Some 90s. Please. Yeah. Please, I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease. I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. protein. So I make waves that's without no grease. I dropped out, I ain't got degrees. I found out that what not for me. College might be the thing for y'all, but college dropout taught me way more. That's 04, a similar time I made up my mind, dog, no more. Never could I spend any time in those dorms. My alma mater was taught by Marshall Mathers and Sean, Professor Carter and Kanye West for starters, and Tribe Called Quest and Common and Nas, Andre 3000, 3 stacks for short, Lupe Fiasco taught all about food and I took what I learned from the words and I filter it through the scriptures. I'm spitting the heat, but literally I didn't have any idea. The lyrics I rhyme so without the line would become my career. The quotes that I wrote would move a soul like Korea and make believers and still make a home for Sophia, Naima, my daughters, my sons, and my spouse. I'm just running my lane, y'all just running your mouth. Never catch me capping in raps. I'm really only 2 places. I'm in the lab with my seeking the Father, my heart is so I don't get caught up in all of the kind of drama that's common when you just rhyming for dollars and trying to shine like medallions. That's an imposter. That's
I go to work and I settle it. I got the food and the medicine. I am the truth and I'm menacing. Look at my face, I'm a veteran. I don't complain about youngins. Look at the money that's coming. It's open for anyone buzzing. Shout out to Talent and Button. I am the spitter for real. Rapping them gave me a meal. So when I sit down and I kneel, I'm praying for all of my skill. Aim for the sky, going NASA. You go to it backwards. I bring the sound of the future. You just be sounding like Future. Rapping is only a side move. Handle the fire like Ryu. Covered in water like bayous. But all of the labels can buy you. Doing it only if I choose. You do it for likes like a side. When I show up on the mic, dudes all back away like they Michael. We bring the world down, shutting it all down. You got the crown now. What are you talking about? We bring the world down, shutting it all down. You got the crown now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. I talk about money and stocks. You talk about money and cars. I talk about basic needs instead of a world of greed. I talk about building homes instead of the latest clothes. Purchasing in gold and selling what you control. I talk about all of our sickness. You talk about all of the symptoms. Let's talk about pain and addiction. Let's talk about dodging a sentence. Let's talk about how it's inflicted with all of the wounds that existed, giving you pain and infliction. I talk about everything different. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down.
Stop that, put that mic down, boy, drop that. I'm Sub-Zero Code, Scorpion Flow, make them come here, Mortal Kombat. So what is you doing with music, abusing your influence all on the youth? But I tell the truth, your video cute, I watch that on mute. Ooh, that crowd don't fit on you. You ain't spitting knowledge, you holding it back. Take out your wisdom too. These rappers catch ghosts, compare them to Pac-Man. Push them on stage, no Sandman. We bring the world out. They stuck there looking for words, playing Hangman.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down.
Jones Shorty.
I ain't gonna low for nobody. Heard your pockets on E, love to talk, so they talk about D, yeah. Ay. And the haters don't close to me, get off of me. Yeah, ayy, like a mosquito, you not off of me. Take you out, don't care about what it's causing me. Scared. Riding in the ghost like it's haunting me. I don't pick up phone, I'm just gonna ask you what you want from me. Yeah, ayy, demons wildin' lately, they been taunting me. So my diamonds shine that extra black, you know I'm flaunting it.
Yeah, bro, big now. You know what the team and you can get down. Yeah, that's what it was and what it is now. Yeah. Bro, make me sick now. We know that's easy. You're gonna put your wrist down. Yeah, ay, shit. They been telling me I'm it now. Getting crazy looks and so I'm walking with the stick now. Yeah. I ain't even got money like that, but I'm Hollywood. I'm moving like I'm rich now. Ay.
Heard your pockets on E, love to talk, so they talk about D. Yeah. Ay. And the haters I don't see, got a problem, and that's where we gon' be. Yeah. Ay. Yeah, I gotta keep it G, mama hate it, but that's how I gotta be. Yeah. Ay. I'm in love with counting cheese, always grinding, so I'm never catching Z's. Yeah. Ay.
Them say them love we, but that I yesterday. Get where them want to switch it up already. Them not go draw we out on no today. It not so easy if you drain the energy. God blessings for now anywhere where we dey. Ah, good with everybody. No, they have to say.
Hey, woman them royal, soldier them loyal. Casual or formal, them selling no normal. Flow them immortal, yeah. More than a jawful, yeah. With them awful, wicked and lawful, we not stopping, no. Man, a time for no stoplight. Man, I travel at top speed, but this are the top flight. This are the big league. So every 8 bar or 16 is a big deal. Food for your tata on a kid's meal. Package it proper, it been sealed. Recipe of a master. Them boy they can't boil water. Cooking up a recipe a disaster. That's the reason, this is my season. Them my degrees are torture.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. I put the from the in my body. Some about tweak up some. I feel amazing, can't nobody stop me. My business is jumping like it's on the ollie. Trying to explain it, but nobody get me. Leaving my homies, then they coming with me. I give all the service, but nobody tip me. They use me and move on as soon as I'm empty. I can't count a penny, a dollar, a busy. I swipe for some thousand, my wallet got plenty. Don't ask me for any, I'm sorry, I'm stingy. I was just wait from the beginning. They say I'm changing, I never agree. Even with millions, I'm still DDG. From the Pontiac streets, bought a mansion for me. Asking for me, why they asking for me? Cause I'm actually rich and I'm having it factually. Ain't gonna help it manually. Millions and millions come annually. I'm stacking the paper up gradually. What the is a little band to me? I got 100K randomly. If he hating, he a fan of me. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata.
I don't mess with you cause I
I know you fake. I'm dropping these dollars, I know you gon' chase. I keep in it pot to the kuna matata. I struggle so hard, make minimum wage. So up, I'ma swerve the lane. I stay in my vibe, I stay in my lane. I see that you live in the lake, girl, and I'm really not giving no about fame. Tip down in the McLaren, I hit it. You know she a tenor. I swear she on my radar. I'm straight from Florida Gator. Give a what you think. I can smell that you were just a lady. Man, she knows dance. You know I got all shit. She ain't ever shit. I'm tarnished all the way. Feeling like I hate society. I love you, stay away. That's a problem with my eyes. I hope it is synchronized. You know I wasn't broken, so you seen when I was homeless, dog.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata. Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my mama, my brother, my papa, my sister. I got you. Sharp as a needle, I'm really a scholar. I can be evil, so don't even bother. I'm not with the drama, got too many commas. Not worried about nada, Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. Throw the rolls on the beat and that thing gone. Tell them throw the rolls on the beat and that thing gone. This is a song that made me wanna rap. Yeah, I dropped the pen, now I'm on the mat. Now it's hot, now I'm playing in the Lincoln Town Cup. The police sending on my car. Mug shots wasn't in the plan. I'm like, who is that? I'm the artist, but it's God that done drew me back. If you got a question, come and ask me. Actually, if you ain't got the drive, get you up in the backseat. Say loud, I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me. Ain't expect to see these angels all around me. Say loud, I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me. Ain't expect to see these angels all around me. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. Squad, load them up. Kiss them up to God while you fold them up. Call a squad, load them up. Kiss them up to God while you throw them up. I'm from that boogie down PX, never indirect. I'm a straight shooter, I never lose to a Jew that's I. Nothing to say, then I just rather stay quiet. Greatest point I ever made was saved by my silence. So, silence that tough talk, choking on your keyboard. Never get the vision till you fishes learn to see more. Fish inside the sea, more. Kinda interesting, but people say they hear me all day. Never listening. Greatest difference between those who want and those who achieve is that the ones who really want it never sleep on their dreams. Fair warning, I stay on my grind. It'll definitely cost a lot for you to pay me no mind. Say loud, I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me. Ain't expect to see these angels all around. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. Riding doing 90 with my windows down. Tell the devil get behind me while I ride around. Ain't no Judas at my table, but we getting bread. Blood stained, got me tripping red. Riding doing 90 with my windows down. Tell the devil get behind me while I ride around. Ain't no Judas at my table, but we getting bread. Blood stained, got me tripping. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah.
Hey, if looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ayy, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, ayy. Lil' shorty got a bounty, she for sure the most wanted in the Alameda County. I just took one look, I don't stand no chance. Now I'm in too deep, all it took was a glance.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From the gun, it's a gift to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jerry Hughes showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And shedding through the tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Allen off the play fake. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Beasley. Got him on his slant. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 15. To the air, Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Mayfield on first down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for Cleveland first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland first down, 11-yard pickup. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Mayfield. And this is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mayfield to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
A score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Into the hands of Singletary. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a capper on this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
La ciencia.
I've been sitting back cool and I've been watching the game. I've been looking lean. Everybody show off. They keep asking where the real bars at and where the real stars at. I'm ready to see. You know she about to go off. Look, I never said I was a gangster, but I'm harder than you. And I smart man, I know everything you know about. Like, how you playing with a they be running with the ops. I was surprised when they caught you at the house. Look, I be trying to stack it up. I ain't working to impress. Baby, we are not the same. You be stacking just to flex. Had to get it on my own, so I'm mapping out the quest. And I ain't never laying up. I'm stomping dead on dick. Heard these threats, but it ain't no way I can't go. I'm a redder, that's some I ain't know. I'm a real rapper, send me beats, I blank those. And this is on the biggest good. I hate. They be tuned in heavy, love to listen, cause I'm calm with the flow. Got the whole team chasing paper, I ain't got a chance to tell them how I feel, but I'm proud of my bros. Look, I want everybody in. I ain't selfish with the paper when it's time, put my dogs on the road. I was 19 when them folks started saying I'm the best, until this day they still call me the GOAT. Look, I earned that. Home gotta walk across your bridge, I'ma burn that. Spit the whole block, they still talking, we gon' turn back. Ain't no harm, they be jealous, want your life, gotta keep them folks far away from it. Had to learn it, but no Lord lost. And no Lord gain. I cannot get on board of the Lord train. Bust them rats down 50-50. That's a